Hey guys, and welcome to Vegan Beauty Girl. In today's video we're taking a look at another SPF. This one is the Revolution SPF 30 Protecting Boost SPF for normal to oily skin. I am really excited to try this one out for you guys because it is only £10. This is the third SPF we're trying in my vegan SPF review series. If you are on the hunt for the perfect vegan SPF, please do hit subscribe because I am on the hunt as well and we're going to be trying them all out together. So some basic info that you guys will want to know about this SPF. First of all, the price. This is £10 50 millilitres, which I think is really quite affordable compared to a lot of other products I've seen on the market, and this was one of the biggest draws for me to want to try out this product as well. I really want to make sure that I am giving you guys a look at some affordable SPFs in this series. It's obviously vegan, it's also cruelty-free. It's actually PEACH certified cruelty-free, so that is a layer of verification there, and also like they don't sell in China or anything. I know some PEACH certified brands do, but Revolution are not one of those. This particular formula is for normal to oily skin. My last review I did Child's Farm and I found that that one was really a bit too hydrating for my skin, so I wanted to kind of like go the other way and go for something for a bit more oily skin. Yeah, we'll get onto that in a bit. Also, one thing I love about the Revolution skincare is that I feel like all of it's fragrance free. If not, they're just really good at labeling their fragrance free products. It will be like on the front of the packaging alongside vegan, cruelty free and also fragrance free. So if you are someone that avoids fragrance for their skin, it is a really cool brand to shop. Fragrance is just so unnecessary in skincare and it irritates so many skin types, including mine. So yeah, this is good to see. However, this is a chemical SPF, and when it comes to using chemical filters in sunscreen, like the benefits are pretty much no white cast, which is obviously really beneficial, particularly for dark skin tones. However, typically these are not reef safe, and this product unfortunately is not reef safe. I do want to just like disclaim quickly that it's still quite complicated when we're talking about like what is reef safe, what isn't. There aren't really widely used certifications on this, and I feel like the research around reef safe sunscreens is still very much so in their infancies and not too well established. But cross-checking this product with a reef safe website, and I'll leave a link for that down below, just has a few ingredients that you should be aware of if you're trying to shop reef-friendly sunscreens, and this product contains octocrylene and homosalate, and both those ingredients are on the bad list from that website, so that's quite annoying and upsetting and definitely a con for me. I also mentioned this product very briefly on my Revolution haul. I recently did like a vegan Revolution haul, which you can check out if you're interested. I did mention briefly that I was a bit skeptical about like the UV protection because it doesn't really say anywhere that it protects against UVA and UVB, and that kind of was a bit of a red flag for me. But I emailed them since filming that video and asking, does this product give both UVA and UVB protection, and they replied saying yes, this is a broad spectrum sun cream. So that was good to kind of like verify. So now we're going to go on to what it's like to apply, what it's like to wear, and just talk about how that goes. Before we start, I think it's important you guys know what my skin type is, and I have combination skin, so I can be a little bit dry, a little bit oily, just kind of like everything going on here. I'm also sensitive to fragrance, so obviously fragrance free formula is great for me. Also, as you can tell, I am a white girl. My skin tone is rather pale, so whilst I can be kind of critical about white cast, I have a very limited experience here with my skin tone, so I'll do my best. But yeah, unfortunately there will be limitations on how much feedback I can give there. So what I do love about this Revolution SPF 30 is that it does sink in really nicely into the skin. It absorbs fast and there is no white cast that I can notice. It sinks in beautifully. It doesn't change my skin tone. It doesn't leave me at all ashy or require a lot of rubbing in. It is just really nice for that. So yeah, it should be good for darker skin tones. I will say though, obviously I have combination skin and this is an SPF created for oily skin. It doesn't quite work for my skin. I found this was really drying on my skin. It wasn't like the most comfortable to wear because my skin just felt kind of dry, and using it for like a week I did start getting dry patches on my skin. All in all, it doesn't really work for me, but I mean, it's just important to know that I don't have oily skin. I've bought a product for oily skin, so it doesn't take a genius to work out why that happens, and that's definitely not a fault of the product. If anything, that's kind of like some sort of indication that it is well formulated for oily skin. So if you have oily skin, that may be worth trying. I haven't really come across many that have been specifically formulated for oily skin, but let me know down below in the comments if there are any more, and hopefully anyone else here with oily skin will take good value from that. So because this product dried out my skin a lot, I would wear moisturizer underneath it. But between wearing like moisturizer and then putting on this SPF and then trying to put makeup on top, when I did all of that, I did notice like my makeup would pill. It's not something that happens when I wear this SPF without moisturizer. It's not something that happens if I wear that moisturizer without SPF. I think it was just like the combination just did not work. That might be an issue if you try and really layer it, but I think if you are just using this SPF and you have oily skin, I doubt it will be so much of an issue, but that was what I experienced of the product. I find that the more products you layer on beneath an SPF, the more likely you are to have some sort of like reaction like that. So in the mornings I do like to keep my skincare rather simple and just put on a hyaluronic acid and then an SPF. And yeah, just because of my skin type as well, it's nicer for me when I am putting on makeup to have a very hydrated base, whereas this was quite drying, so I found it really hard to spread like foundation and concealer and anything like that on my skin after using this, just because my skin works best with something that's a bit more hydrating. All in all, the majority of criticisms I have about this product is kind of focused around the fact that it's not for my skin type. Again, if you have oily skin, this might be great for you. One other criticism I do have of it though, which is regardless of my skin type, is that I don't really like the packaging. Most SPFs do come in tubes and kind of protect the SPF from sunlight, but this is like glass, I believe, and it is just like transparent, so that means that sunlight can get to this product, and I feel like that just can't be good for an SPF. Maybe that's just a misconception I have, but it just doesn't seem like a good idea. So I do keep this in a dark drawer, but it doesn't seem wise of an SPF. And I was wondering like, oh, am I just getting confused? Is this white? But no, I have stuck my finger in, like you can see here. So it is definitely translucent. The worst thing about this as well is that I've said before, if you have an SPF that you're not in love with, you can always use it as a hand cream, but not one like this, which is for oily skin. That just won't work for me. It doesn't really moisturize me, it dries me out. I think I will save it for like the really hot days where you're like constantly sweating throughout the day. This might be just perfect for me then, but right now we had one hot day and no more in the foreseeable future. Coming towards the end, but I just want to mention that Revolution do have a few different SPFs. They, for one, have this SPF for normal to oily skin with SPF 15 as well, so I went for 30. They also have it in 15. I really think you should go for 30 over 15, but your choice. They also have a product that looks identical to this, but it's for normal to dry skin, so that may have suited me better. It may have been a bit too much the other way, I don't know, but they have that in SPF 15 and SPF 30, and they're all £10 each. But I also did notice that they have a spray SPF as well, so it's called the Hydra Burst. It is SPF 30 and it is a spritz. I am kind of curious to try it out. I don't know how much you guys are like clued up on SPF, but you should be reapplying it, and when it comes to reapplying on your face, particularly once you put makeup on for the day, it can be quite difficult, and it's not something I'm currently practicing. So if you are someone who is keen to find a product that tops up their SPF throughout the day, maybe go check that out. I think I might give it a go in the warm months, I don't know. I've just put in an order for the Bybee SPF, and I also have a Face Theory one that I got gifted recently, so one of those will probably be the next in this series. Do feel free to keep leaving your reviews and recommendations down below. I am really enjoying trying out all these SPFs. And yeah, final note on this product, sorry, I should give you my final thoughts. I definitely will not be buying this again. One, it just didn't suit my skin type, we've been through that, but two, I'm not the biggest fan of Revolution. I find that they are quite a fast beauty brand. I don't like the fact that this isn't a reef safe formula, although I do understand why there are so many non-reef safe formulas around, because they typically are the ones with no white cast, and it is very important that we have options on the market which don't leave a white cast. And it's great that there are also some available which are vegan and cruelty free. So yeah, definitely not shunning anyone who feels like this is a great option for them, but it's just not for me. And I am also really put off by this transparent jar. Feel free to myth bust me if I'm wrong, but it just seems very illogical to me. However, I do like the fact that it was only 10 quid. That was nice. But yeah, I will be continuing my search for my perfect vegan and cruelty-free SPF. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful. Please do hit like and subscribe, particularly if you're fond of like vegan, cruelty-free, sustainable beauty. I cover a lot of that sort of stuff around here, so it'd be nice to have you join the community. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.